Christy, this is Maria. I'm the one that answered your Craigslist ad about shoes. And I got your message, and I just want to say thank you so much for even responding to begin with. I'm recording a video because I could type you up a whole story, but I wanted to say thank you for just responding first. And the second thing that I wanted to say was that, I don't expect you to come out and bring me shoes because you're located all the way in Coral Springs. I am a size 8.5, and I don't expect you to do that. But I did want to share my story because I felt that it was very interesting how compassionate you are, and for you to even consider, for you to even respond, for one, for two, for you to even ask questions to show concern, you know, to me that's absolutely amazing. I don't expect any of that, and I really don't want you to go out of your way because I feel like every adult should be able to pull for themselves. But I did want to share my story with you because, um, in a way, I'm kind of proud of it. Let me tell you, I don't know how much to tell you because sometimes whenever there's a change in a person's life, whether it's good or bad, I'm of course Afro Asian, but when during the years of around my birth, there was an artist called Gil Scott Heron, Heron, Gil Gil Scott Heron, and there was a song, or he was a poet, a songwriter, and I don't know if I really called his music music. It was more like spoken word to me, but and I came across him in a public library, and the song that I came across was called "The Revolution Will Not Be Televised." Now, I don't think I really even like the song, but I like the concept because wherever it is that you're going through in your life, you're going from a transition from one point to the other. And the transition that you're going through, it's not broadcast and it's not televised. And the reason that it's not is because during that transition, there's a lot of things that take place that may not be something to be proud of, or may put a stigma upon you, or you may have had to go through some things like Les Miserables that you may not particularly be proud of. Now, I had a lot of dynamic things happen to me today. For the past, I, this story goes back so far, but and talking about the revolution will not be televised, and going through things that sometimes are not things that should be broadcast or that people would admire or appreciate. I remember going to Arts Park in Young Circle in Hollywood, Florida, which is not far from Hollandale, and they had, like, every Friday they would have a movie night, and they were playing this children's movie. I don't have family and friends here, so sometimes I do go to these different events because I like arts and culture, and it's nice to be around people with family and friends, just to be in the midst, and there was a movie playing called The Arts of Good Hooligan, The Owls of Good Hooligan, I'm sorry. And in the movie, this one clip just really rang out in my mind, where they were talking about this owl that was this great warrior in battle and all this and all that. And when the little kid owl finally came across the guy, he was really disappointed because the owl that was his big hero, feathers were torn, eyes falling out. I mean, just really looked a sad mess. And the moral behind that was, you know, in life, heroes are not beautiful. Heroes are, have battle scars. And the thing about me, walking back and forth to work for 5 miles each way, 10 miles a day, walked, and I just started a job last week. So I walked 40 miles last week. Now, I'm going to tell you this, is no guarantee. And the sad story about, you responding to my, not even a request. I think I was just bored and tired and my feet hurt and I haven't moved. I've been back since 7 o'clock, but I have not moved because my feet are killing me. I've gotten up painfully to go to the bathroom because my feet were hurting, and that's about it. But I mean, where was I going with this? The What I wanted to tell you about was that the fact that it was so astonishing that you would even respond, even respond to that, is that it's kind of ironic in a way, because if you went out of your way to come and bring me some shoes, which I do need, um if you went out of your way to do that, and like I said, I've only been at this job like a week as of Monday. Okay. Now, this job, I'm gonna tell you, I had, I didn't know what was gonna happen. Was job hunting for, um, you know, ever since I went to go fill out a job application the day, no, on Christmas Eve, and been looking for work ever since then. And then I kind of really souped it up like the past couple weeks. I would have personal goals for myself where I would have to apply for like 20 jobs a day with customized resumes, customized letters. And I got calls from all these different people. And then you have some of these jobs that are scammers. They continuously call you and tell you. This one woman sent me, told me that she wanted me, asked me was I available for training, but the training date was like the month before, and then she never contacted me again. And she contacted me the next month, this month, with the right date, but never followed up, giving me the address. So it's all kinds of crazy stuff you go through with job hunting. Then I got this one position that I'm at now, and first they offered me the job, then they took it back, and then they came brought me back in a day late, and just been getting abused so much since I've been there, to the point where other workers, have gone to like the owners. You know what I'm saying? Other I didn't speak on my own behalf, but like other workers went to the owner's wife's family member that worked in the same realms as us, and went to her because they were just so disgusted by the way that I was being treated. And for me, myself personally, I would never have spoke out because I would be like, oh, it's just me, is something wrong with me? But no, they were purely disgusted. And not only one person went in private, and it was to the point where I guess the person was so passionate about it that I was walking, I'll do a quick switch up in the bathroom before I get to work, and I was walking into the parking lot, and lo and behold, this woman jumps out of her truck, and it happens to be like the boss's wife's sister or something like that, and she's like, how are you? I'm like, I'm okay. And then she's like, how are things with such and such, this person that's really abusive? And I was like, oh, wow, I'm surprised you even asked that. I said, as a matter of fact, I was up all night writing in my work journal about it. And she showed so much concern. I was like, oh my goodness. And, it's repetitively happened to the point where I've only been there, like I said, a week. Today, another worker, the same thing. He came to me, and he was just like, you know, literally concerned. He turned and squared off shoulders with me, eyes to eyes, face to face. And we don't chit chat because we don't have time. It's so busy. We don't chit chat. We don't even really work on the same projects. But he stopped in front of me, squared off, and was just like, "Are you okay?" He was concerned about me, and I was just like, I'm alright. He was just like, and I told him, what I felt, and I was just like, I know that you care, and everything like that, but don't do that, because it's just like a baby. When you have a baby and the baby falls and everybody runs over and, oh, don't cry, don't cry, the baby starts crying. But if you let him pick himself up and go, he'll continue on. And I told him I appreciated that he cared. I really did appreciate that. But um that's good enough for me. And the reason, I'm first, like I said, shocked that you even asked all these questions, like you actually concerned, which you probably are. And niceness and concern and genuine generosity and all of that is a luxury. So you definitely have the luxury to do so, and I'm so glad to be blessed to have, through my randoms, because went to the Craigslist on the free portion, looking for shoes. Hopefully there was someone like in walking distance from me, coming from where I'm staying to work for that. But then I thought, how ironic would it be that if you went through all this trouble to meet me somewhere to give me a pair of shoes that you were going to throw away? How ironic it would be if I just happened to lose my job the next day. Not that I wouldn't need the shoes anymore, but I would feel kind of bad, because I feel like that part of the story may have wanted to kind of made you want to help. So I just wanted to share that with you, that your blessing, your thought, just like I told that man at work, your blessings and your thoughts, your positive thoughts and energies, they're just enough. And I hope I don't offend you by my appearance. I mean, I'm a naturalist, but or by my speech, I'm Afrocentric, I'm Afro Asian. So um you're a product of the communities that you've been in. And the story about this job, like I said, the revolution cannot be televised. It's a lot of things that's connected with this job, a story that I really want to tell, that that I really can't because some people may be offended by it. Well, not even offended, but maybe I should tell it. I mean, the position that I got is a position that, I thought would be and I'm very honest about everything, if I can't be honest. But the position that I got was a position that was very unlikely that in my opinion, that I would get because it's been so long, for one, for two, because of all the things I've been through in the last 7 years. And then I just applied because I felt it was my responsibility to apply for every single job that I knew I was somewhat qualified for. And there's probably some people that I beat out that might actually have more credentials than I do. And then you have young people that are coming into the company that you know, they maybe have more credentials than I do, but just like I didn't know how to do when I was younger, and I still don't to a certain point because I'm too honest. But I don't didn't know how to market myself, and those people didn't either. They were too honest. Oh, I don't have this, I don't have that, and I wouldn't say too honest, but it's just like for me, I was offered all these different things, and I was like, no, I wouldn't want to do that because it would be a liability. But the truth is that people offer you these positions and these things based on your talent, your experience, and your proclivity to learn, and present, or based on the fact that they're needy, And I don't know, it's just a whole miracle behind it. As far as me being able to walk back and forth to work 5 miles, I never thought that I think that it's all, I don't know if you believe in God or a higher power or coincidence, whatever you want to call it, but it's all for a reason because I started that last Tuesday. That Monday, I had an interview somewhere, and when they told me that I was hired to come in on Tuesday, first as temp and see how they like me, then they'll put me in permanently. So when I came on Monday, I didn't go to work on Monday, but I had another interview that was ironically right across the street. I interviewed for that job on Friday. The first interviewer told me I had it. The second interviewer was like, no, and they canceled the third interview. She didn't say no, but she said they had to interview some more people. So I was my heart dropped because first you told me I got it, then you told me I don't. Then, so I didn't check the email that I got back. Then they told me to come in on Tuesday. I came in on Tuesday. I guess whoever was supposed to come on Monday didn't come. So I came in on Tuesday, and but on Monday I had an interview at a place right across the street from that other place, and so I didn't have any choice but to walk because I didn't have any money. So I walked the 5 miles there, and I was like, it's just an interview, and I know I have this other job tomorrow, and it's a good thing because then I can kind of gauge how I feel about walking. And actually, I enjoy the walking. I could stand to lose some weight, a middle-aged woman. But anyways, this long video, basically the bottom line is thank you for caring about me. I appreciate that, I really do. My mother appreciated it. Anybody who ever has cared about anybody genuinely that they didn't have to appreciate it. So I just want to say thank you. I appreciate it. Nothing else is necessary. You're way out there, and I know that I will not be walking to Coral Springs anytime soon. So, but I just want to say thank you. I think that's a lot of what's missing in this world today is people that genuinely care. It doesn't matter if you go and drop hundreds of dollars on somebody. It doesn't matter that you go out and buy somebody diamonds, or I don't know, whatever it is that people do that's extravagant. It's the little things that matter. Just the fact that you thought enough about an anonymous Craigslister that answered an ad of where you're just trying to get rid of stuff that's junking up your house. That's basically all you're trying to do. You don't want to make another job for yourself out of it. You're trying to do a job that you have to do to clean your house. You don't want to add to that. So, I just wanted to say thank you. I didn't feel like typing all that out because it was a lot to type. But I just wanted to say thank you and perhaps just show you a face of, the type of people that actually some may call it begging or whatever, but you advertise free. I could have used it. The type of people that are really in need. Put a face behind people that are need. It's not always what you think. So that's it. I just wanted to say thank you to you, to your family, whoever in your life that supports you and encourages you and motivates and blesses you to make you to be able to have the luxury of giving. And I mean spiritually and mentally, just a thought But my time is up, so I just wanted to say thank you. Bye.